welcome back to Around the Pitch, episode 3 with your hosts, Derek,
Clay,
and Kaya.
All right, Kaya, what are we starting off today?
Yeah, we're going to be covering the news of the week as well as the best and worst performances of week 2 in the Prem.
All right, nice. I guess let's just jump right into it. Starting off with transfers. I guess we first one to cover is Doku to City.
Big
Kaya,
one.
you're a big City fan over there. What do you think?
I'm super excited about it. I think he brings kind of like a very direct aspect to the game, which I think they're missing right now with their wingers. Someone who can go left and right. I think he's going to be a really big signing for them. I'm just hoping that he adjusts like to the Prem pretty easily because that can usually be pretty difficult. But I don't know, Pep.
Reminds me of another player that came from France.
Yeah.
Supposed to be really good. Went by
Yeah.
Pepe.
I know, but they just bought him based off of YouTube highlights.
Yeah.
So you know.
Literally.
I don't know.
But,
I
he's supposed to
Doku
be
seems
pretty
very
good.
good.
I feel like City don't usually miss on big transfers. At least
Yeah,
they
at
haven't in
least
the
not
past.
recently.
No, so
Yeah.
I think he's going to be really good for them. I think it'll also be huge for De Bruyne when he comes back. But
Yeah,
that's a long way away.
And I mean, just having someone who can actually play on the wing on that right side.
Yeah.
Will be nice because obviously you can play Bernardo Silva there, but he loves to
It also frees up a spot for Bernardo Silva now. He can play in midfield because they're a little light in that area.
That's
I think.
very true. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the
Exciting.
Belgian connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
60 million for him, pretty decent. 55.
Yeah, not a bad
Yeah,
signing.
50, he's
Still
21.
decent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
He'll be very good.
Absolutely.
I guess next one on our list is Lewis Hall to Newcastle on loan. I think it's technically like a permanent to buy based off of how he plays, but I mean, I'm assuming Newcastle want him in the long term.
Yeah,
to
probably
replace
buy
Burn
him.
out there, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
I would assume.
think.
Though he's still pretty young. I feel like that he
him.
fits in. I feel like it's nice to have a player again that can play he can play left back. He can also play midfield, where I feel like both areas they're a little short. I mean,
Yeah.
Burns been playing well. Joelinton's also pretty good, but I think he provides a different option in both areas. So
Yeah, no, especially, I mean, you kind of saw it against City. Burn did well defensively, but going forward, he's not really a threat.
no, he's barely a left back. He's
Yeah.
pretty much a center back, but
Yeah, he might as well be.
he's been playing really well the last couple
he
seasons
has,
though.
yeah.
So
I think he'll bring in, especially when they're playing those bottom half teams. It'll help them quite a bit.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but he definitely transitioned well because he played center back at Brighton a lot, but to play left back.
Who, Burn?
Yeah, Burn. But I mean, yeah, Hall's probably a bit of an improvement, I think.
Yeah, and he's young player. That team is pretty young overall too, so I think it'll be good.
I feel like
good
they'll
add to
split time. I feel like it'll kind of
play.
depend on who they're playing.
At first, I think he won't play much.
Yeah.
To be honest, maybe here and there, but I think he could see some big minutes second half of
Yeah,
the season.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Next one we've got Saudi boys again.
Yep, taking
Every
over.
single
Taking over.
week.
Yeah.
I guess to start, Octavio from Porto for I think it's like 70 mil.
Yeah.
He's
a lot.
he's a bit older, 29, but still pretty.
He's still a
pretty
good player. Whenever I watch Porto, he's very good. But I think it's a bit much to buy him.
I agree.
For them, nothing is like a lot. I feel like they're just like, again, all these like kind of mid-tier players are going to keep going there because they're going to get a big payday. And like, why would you not? It's not like you're playing in the best league in the
Yeah,
world.
and I feel like we've kind of covered it, but I feel like this is just going to make those worst teams even worse.
Yeah.
It's going to make the disparity
Yeah.
worse because I guess Porto could go out and sign a decent amount of players with those 70 mil.
Yeah.
But in long-term Premier League view, it's not really that big.
No,
of an issue.
exactly.
Other one we got, your boy Laporte.
Yeah.
Finally leaving City.
I know.
After not playing really for 2. I guess he played somewhat.
A
But
little bit.
Not last year, not as much. The year before, I know he's been dealing with an injury as well, but he's been
Yeah.
trying to play through. I know the City fans are like huge on him, like, oh, this guy like sacrificed his body to win us the treble, whatever. I mean, when he played, he was
Very
like
good,
really, really
yeah.
good.
yeah, but I think he was probably the worst of those center backs left.
I think like Pep mentioned it too. I think he just kind of got moved out with the way they're playing now. Like defensively, he's good, but he's not anything like Ake or Diaz or even Akanji.
Yeah. Or
On
even
the
Stones.
on the ball though, he's probably the best one there. Maybe him or maybe Stones, but he's on the ball. He's amazing. I just think they're looking for something different.
Yeah,
now.
it's just such a high quality in their center backs already. It's hard to beat anyone out. Honestly.
I would say though overall, like he's had a pretty good career at City.
No,
Like,
he
I don't
has.
think
He has. I mean,
he won everything.
Yeah.
And I guess, honestly, the probably most effective team is going to be Spain. Not really City. Because that's your starting center back
Going to
Saudi Arabia. So it'll be interesting. And they're already kind of struggling to build a solid squad right now.
It'll be interesting. They're already putting Rodri at center back sometimes. I wonder.
Yeah.
If, I don't think this will
I
take
think
Laporte.
Pau Torres,
Yeah.
now that Mings is out for pretty much the whole season, he'll be playing constant minutes. So I think he'll probably slot right.
I don't think Laporte will immediately get shunned from the Spanish.
No,
national team.
definitely
I
not.
think he's-
Definitely not. I mean, Al Nasser
Yeah.
looking
They're-
good.
But
they're
yeah,
looking
with that
good.
signing, Al Nasser should honestly be winning the Saudi league. I mean, they got
Yeah.
Talisca, Otavio
Yeah.
now,
Mane,
Ronaldo,
Ronaldo.
obviously.
They have a really good team.
Or-
Yeah, it just.
But
they
I mean,
just
so do
don't-
all
Bono,
Hilal.
we didn't cover
I mean,
Bono.
all
He's on
Hilal,
right
same
now.
thing though. They have a good team as well, all Hilal. So
Yeah,
they
but
got
I don't
Neymar.
think they're on the level of
And
Al
Mitrovic.
Nassr.
that's true.
I don't know.
That's true.
We
It'll be
might have to
interesting.
start
It'll be
tuning in,
interesting.
boys.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
we might have
I
to.
don't know if we can support that.
I don't even know how to watch that. League,
Yeah,
so.
I don't know what channel that is on.
All right, Clay, you want to cover our last transfer before we move to injuries?
Yeah, so we have Mavropanos moving from Stuttgart to West Ham. I mean, he was originally at Arsenal a few years back.
Yeah.
Really only made like 6-7 appearances. I think it's a bit of an underrated signing for West Ham, to be
I
honest.
mean, who do they have playing center back right now?
For West Ham?
Yeah.
Algard and who else do they have right now? I guess you could have Ogbonna or Zuma.
Yeah, Zuma. I mean,
it's been
I feel like
Zuma,
that's kind of
and then
stacked.
Ogbonna comes in like late
Yeah.
in games if they need to
Yeah.
hold a
It's a
result.
bit of a stacked West Ham center back pairing. Huh?
Yeah, and I think it's underrated. I mean, 20 to 25 million. I think not too bad. I
No.
thought he was really good for Stuttgart, for Arsenal. The times he played, I thought he was good. But West Ham seems like his perfect level, and I think he'll do pretty well. But like the two center backs that are starting now, it's going to be kind of hard to beat them out, I think.
I
Yeah.
agree. It's mostly probably a depth signing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, West Ham are looking.
They're going to
pretty
look a little,
good.
especially if they can get Kudus. If they can actually complete that signing, that would be
Yeah,
huge
that
for
looks
them.
pretty
And
advanced.
obviously,
Yeah.
they're gonna end up keeping Paqueta, and
Yeah.
if he does get a ban for those yellow card infringements,
I feel
or
like that-
whatever,
I feel like that won't
won't be
go-
till
and-
probably a year out.
Yeah,
at
and I
least.
feel like that won't go anywhere, to be honest.
Yeah,
So
because
Yeah.
nothing was on their
they'll
list.
be
We'll see.
decent.
They'll be
I think
decent.
better than a
I
lot of
rated
people
them
thought.
very poorly. In my
I had
list,
him.
so-
I had him a little higher than you guys, but
Yeah,
not
you
not
did.
super
so that one's
high.
already
So
panning out
yeah.
pretty bad for us.
Yeah.
All right, but moving on to injuries. Biggest impact here. Pep. hurting his back.
Oh yeah, big back injury for that guy.
Yeah, too many beers over the summer or what?
No, too much carrying the prem for the last 7 years. This
Yeah.
guy's had to carry everything
I
on his
don't
back.
know. That's fair. Hey, too many trebles.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, no, but I mean, honestly, it probably.
I
won't
don't think
affect-
it will really affect City at all.
No, and his assistant's been with him for like 30 years. Like
Yeah.
literally, has been with him forever.
It's
So
the same assistant right after Arteta left.
yeah, I hope like the level doesn't drop, but I don't think it will. These players, I mean,
Yeah, they're all-
they're
they
all
can- yeah, they can
professionals.
coach
They're yeah,
themselves.
exactly.
Yeah, and it's
Um,
Sheffield United and then Fulham.
Yeah, he's
right?
only
Yeah.
gonna be out for like probably
Yeah.
until the break. So
If
the
those
break's
two of
over,
those games
yeah.
are pretty
So
relaxed.
it's like, yeah, you can put just any manager in there. They're
And he's
they're
probably-
winning with that city.
You know he's
too.
gonna be
Oh,
on the
They're
phone.
winning
Maybe.
with that city too.
You know he's
Yeah,
gonna be on
true.
the phone tweaking the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's gonna be probably
He'll
hurt.
be
He's
fine.
probably gonna hurt his back at home, like celebrating, knee slide in the house.
Yeah.
Sticking on that kind of pace, I guess the next one for me would be Mount. Honestly, he's been pretty terrible, to be completely honest. But still a significant injury. He's going to be out at least until after the break, the international break. So that's a bit of a significant one. Next one, Chelsea winger scored his first goal, Choupo-Moting. I think that'll be a relatively. I mean, he's getting knee surgery, so I think it's at least 6 weeks.
He looked
I think it was
pretty good.
meniscus
He looked pretty good in that
injury.
last game as well.
Yeah. Chelsea
scored
just
a
has
nice
so
goal.
much depth at winger that I don't think
It shouldn't
Yeah,
matter,
it
but
shouldn't matter,
knowing
but it
knowing
will.
them, it will matter. It
Yeah.
will 100% matter.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think it wouldn't matter as much, but that's their third winger who's injured right
Yeah,
now.
and
Yeah.
'cause
Now they're gonna
I
have to
think I
probably
saw
play, what,
Mudryk he wasn't in training today. I don't think.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
Yeah, from what I saw.
That's strange.
So I thought maybe
Maybe
picked up
he's
an
injured
injury.
too. Or
yeah,
maybe
who
he's
knows?
just upset he's not playing.
Yeah, who knows?
Probably doesn't
I don't
really
know.
deserve to play, but that's another topic. Last one, I think probably the most significant one after Pep, obviously.
Yeah.
Enciso.
Yeah.
They haven't really clarified what it was, but he left training today with a knee injury.
I hope it's not big. I feel like that's a really bad injury for like a young player to have to
He's
start
playing
off.
so
And he's playing so well. And he just got back off a quad injury. I'm wondering if it's the same thing because like usually those
Yeah,
can
I
be
feel like
connected.
the quad kind of
probably.
makes your knee a bit,
Yeah.
a bit loose. But
I think Brighton will be fine though.
genuinely. I
Yeah.
mean, they're very good, although he's very
Yeah,
very good.
he's very good, but I
Yeah.
think they'll be okay.
Yeah, a
without him.
lot of knee injuries though recently. It's been,
Yeah,
a
couple
lot.
ACLs.
All those
Yeah.
people that have been playing in the U.S., I'm telling you, he's another one that came to the U.S. Obviously, it's not it's not just because they're coming to the U.S. Other players get injured too, but all the people that have had bad knee injuries have played in the
They
U.S. this
played
summer.
there like a month ago. I don't know.
It's
if
because
you
they
can
just
I don't
came to
know.
the US and just
I
slow
guess.
down,
I
had
don't
some
know.
fun.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they weren't really
Something in the
training.
air. Something
I
in the
don't know,
air
but
here.
they get injured in the Prem though on those.
Yeah,
fields.
but it's from
Yeah,
months
but
and months.
maybe
It's
from not having
preseason.
good
They
enough
weren't. Yeah.
preseason, yeah.
I don't know about all that.
Hey,
but-
hopefully they keep on coming though. It's fun watching.
Yeah,
them.
that's true. That's true.
I think that's pretty much it for injuries. So let's go on to our second segment, goal of the week. I think we should all have most likely
Same
the
one.
same one here.
Yeah,
But for me, it's got to be Matoma. I mean,
absolutely.
dribbled what, like 6 players?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Quick.
he's
He's so
yeah.
quick off the dribble. It's,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
And slotted it.
Yeah.
Nice little cheeky finish.
Such a good goal.
Yeah.
Clay, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, it was Matoma also for me. I mean, yeah, unreal goal. You know, I think probably goal of the season so far.
Yeah. Could be.
I think
Yeah,
that's
we
fair.
were saying Sheffield United Hammer for
Yeah.
that was a pretty good goal. Maybe not goal of the season.
I
but
feel like that's a bit
another-
more of a standard.
That's more of a contention for goal of the week.
Similar
Yeah.
goal to
But, yeah.
goal of the week from last week, but
Yeah.
opposite side. I think the
Yeah.
touch, roll, and then finish is.
No, I
quite
think
class.
Matoma so far is probably,
But that was
the goal
that
of the
was a crazy
season.
goal.
Yeah.
I think another shot would be Luis Diaz, the little flick, but kind of like bike.
That was really good
Yeah,
finish
that
too.
was good.
That was nice.
Yeah,
That
no,
was
Matoma takes it for me for goal of the week as well. So
Yeah, pretty fair. Next up, we got best performances. We'll start off with team performance overall. Obviously, I'll start, I guess. I'm going to be a bit biased here. Liverpool, finally seeing them win. I love it. They played well. Even with 10 men down, they still kind of kept control of that game entirely.
yeah,
I mean, we saw Arsenal lose someone, and
they did. They were
getting
getting
absolutely
pounded at the end.
Let's
They were
think
getting
about
pounded.
the
For 25,
opponents,
30
but
minutes.
let's think about.
I
Crystal
mean, you're so
Palace,
high
but-
on Crystal Palace.
Yeah, they are a good team. I think.
They're good. I don't think they're that good.
they're much better
Arsenal
than
didn't
Liverpool.
look good. Arsenal didn't look good.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it did until we went down.
No,
to 10
no,
men.
no, no,
No,
no,
not
no.
that good. Let's
Not
be
that
honest.
good. You guys
Okay,
look okay.
that's a crazy because I think we dominated the game.
I don't know,
The
there's
first,
I
a
mean,
pen there that
I would
could've
say
been
you
called.
somewhat
that's
dominated as
after we
well.
lost. We gone down to 10 men.
The pen?
Yeah.
No, it was
I
right
don't think
before that, wasn't
Arsenal were their
No,
typical
no.
dominant selves, is what I would say.
it? I agree.
We dominated until Tomiyasu got sent off.
I'm not gonna lie, Clay. I think Saka's not looking as dangerous as I'd want him to be.
I mean, he still
I agree.
looked very good.
I don't.
He
I don't
took
think he did much.
took on Mitchell the whole game.
Mitchell kind of locked him down. Honestly,
Not really.
I agree.
I don't think
Saka
Saka
played
did
it
much, bro.
I don't know. Saka, I took him on every time. Dangerous, plays a ball in.
Not he didn't. He
never
didn't
lost-
create much
he
though.
never lost the
Okay,
ball,
but
Mitchell.
that's your argument. Like you cannot lose the ball.
I'm
It's
just
not a player.
saying,
If
I
you're-
hear a
Okay.
lot of Saka's the best winger in the Prem right now over Salah, and I'm not taking it. I'm not having.
I just
any
don't
of
think he was as dangerous. I'm not saying
Okay,
it's just
yeah.
one game. I'm not saying in general. I'm just saying this game.
Yeah.
I think Mitchell honestly kind of got the upper hand, all things considered.
The disrespect to Saka, we'll see. We'll see.
No,
in the
we're not
future.
disrespecting.
It's not a
him. We're saying he didn't have
disrespect.
the best game. What's wrong with that?
It's all right. It's all right. We'll
Oh, who
remember
do you
this.
think's better, Saka or Salah?
I mean, Salah obviously, like
Okay.
in the past, but Saka's coming for him. I mean, it's just.
But Salah still is the best winger in the Prem right now.
I don't know. You could almost
He
say
has to be.
Salah hasn't been that good. I mean, in this
He
first
still
two
looked.
games.
I mean, he
for
scored.
his standards.
He scored already once and assisted once.
I mean,
And even last season, he's had some more goals and
Yeah,
no,
he
assists.
that's
scored-
what I'm
he's
saying.
more
this
goals and
season.
assists than Saka.
But we're talking about players that weren't very good recently in games. And-
I mean, he won a pen.
I mean, I don't
And he
think
scored.
as like an overall footy player, I don't think Salah is actually like that crazy good. But like so dangerous, such a
Incredible
good goal
goal
scorer.
scorer, yeah.
Like
Yeah, great
creates.
ball player,
Yeah,
great
absolutely.
incredible space.
Like I think in the final third, there's like not many wingers better
I'm
than
just
him.
saying. I
Yeah.
think at the end of the year, Salah will have more goals and assists than Saka.
I agree. He's way more. No, like if I could pick
will.
one player to
that?
have on my team in terms of just being dangerous in the final third, not even just in the Prem, but in the world, Salah's
very
up there,
dangerous.
100%.
Yeah.
Like he creates so
Yeah.
much for himself and
He's
for his
very, very
teammates.
good.
So-
I feel like he's very intentional with the way he dribbles.
Just
too.
like for me, my like style of player, I don't love how he plays, but
Yeah, but
I
could
mean,
you imagine
you
him
can't
playing
argue
on
it.
City, how many
Oh,
goals he scored?
oh my God, it'd be ridiculous. It'd be
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
All right. Well, where were we at? I kind of got
I-
lost
Liverpool's
track.
performance.
Liverpool's performance.
Great
I mean-
Liverpool performance.
Yeah.
All right, but that's my opinion. Clay, who do you got?
I
Don't say
unfortunately have Spurs. So I mean,
That's crazy as an Arsenal fan.
Say Arsenal.
Yeah.
That is
I mean,
crazy
if
as an
Arsenal
Arsenal
didn't
fan.
get a red, 70 minutes
Okay.
in, we might have been forwards of the week. Just saying.
But you got to
we'll take Spurs.
up the Spurs.
Yeah, and
Okay.
they played really well against
That's
United. Their midfield was very good. Basuma, Sarr,
Yeah.
Højbjerg, very interesting for me, but he played pretty well until like the end of the game. He gave a few bad balls away.
Didn't he get He got subbed on in that game though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he got subbed on. Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
But
he
yeah,
was-
no. I mean, he's just, I don't know. It's a very interesting. It's
Yeah.
an interesting midfielder to have, and I think you have to let him go. Honestly.
I mean, I think it's just a matter of do Manchester United just suck,
Yeah.
Or are Spurs better than we predict they're going to
I
be?
think
it's a combination
I think
of both.
Spurs looked not even necessarily like just result wise, but just
They
the way
looked
they
better
play,
than I
they
thought
looked
they
a
would.
lot better.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the reason why I think Højbjerg's going to have to go because on the ball he's not great.
Basuma's surprised. Basuma's
Very good on the ball. I thought
Brighton product.
Romero played really well.
Yeah.
And their keeper
Van
made some
de
big
Ven,
saves.
yeah,
Put
Vicario.
some respect on that World Cup winner, Romero.
Yeah.
That guy's so reckless.
Son- Yes.
It's crazy that him and Martinez are on the same team, and with Otamendi as well. Those
Yeah.
are like the three most
To be fair,
reckless
Martinez
players.
didn't even start.
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
But
it's just
yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy that they have a World Cup. That's ridiculous. But I thought
That's 'cause Messi's
Spurs.
the GOAT. That's why.
Yeah,
Spurs were really
played
good.
very
really
well.
good.
I thought
Yeah.
Son was pretty decent.
Yeah, I thought he good bounce back
But Charleston, I mean, he was.
He's just there.
He's
He's
just not gonna
just
score.
just there
Yeah.
as
He's
a
just there.
to bot.
Udogie, their left
Yeah.
back, I hadn't seen
Yeah, he
really
played
any of
very
him.
well.
He's really young, very
Yeah,
good.
he
Yeah.
played
He was
very
bombing
well.
down that field.
I
too.
think their coach Postologlu.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had them playing
I mean,
very
he won.
well.
Yeah, he won the Scottish League right before this.
And
so
I
think
almost
we're a
don't
good
want to
team.
say it. They low key seem a little better without Kane.
Well,
It's a
No.
crazy shout, but
they're probably able to play better without Kane because they're not playing just to one person.
Yeah.
I don't. In the long run, there's no way they're going to be better without
No.
Kane.
Yeah, I know, 'cause
Was it
Kane
I think
30
if you
plus
managed
goals?
30
to
goals
keep
a
Kane
year.
on this team, and he was playing instead of Richarlison, this
Yeah.
would be a dangerous team.
I just think that it's very easy to hide your weaknesses with Kane, where with
It is.
now it's not. But it seems like
Also,
the
you
coach
can
hasn't
just
played
tell
well.
right away, like contest tactics are gone.
Yeah, it's just
Conte
tough
is
to
such
play
an
like that.
interesting
It's just
coach.
tough to play like that in the Prem anymore. Like
It really is.
especially when you're a team like that that's supposed to be that good. Like you can't. It's just your fans don't want to watch that. You can't just rely on Kane to score a goal every game. But the thing is he did. So
Yeah,
that's why they were able
30
to
plus
like be
goals
exactly
essentially 7 years running.
exactly.
maybe they can get a trophy this year.
Nah.
Probably not.
Probably not. It's not looking.
It's
It's
the
the history of the
not
Tottenham.
not
No,
looking
they will
great
not
for
be-
them.
Yeah,
Not be
let's
winning
not
any
get too ahead of
trophies.
ourselves. Kaya, what about you?
I had Brighton. I just thought, again, I kind of said that like the first podcast, I thought that they were going to struggle a little bit to score goals. Clearly, I was completely wrong.
Was that 7 in 2 games?
Literally. So I just think
Seven,
that
yeah.
even though they lost a number of goals with McAllister going to Liverpool, they've still been able to create tons of chances. I feel like they just grab goals from everywhere. Like it kind of reminds me a little bit of City. They just don't have that focal 9, but like every player on that team, like there's probably 3 or 4 players on that team will end up with like 7+ goals.
It's crazy to me that they lost Caicedo and McAllister in the midfield, and I mean they managed in Ciso to find another gem who honestly might turn out even better than McAllister attacking wise. I don't think overall as a player, probably not McAllister gives you a bit more of that 8 feeling, but
I just think, and they're just so fun to watch. Like
They
they
are.
just
They really
play
are.
such good footy,
Yeah.
and like you want to watch them play. I feel like even if you're not a fan of Brighton, you want to watch the game. You want to see them do well.
and yeah.
And I just think
I mean
they're
that left
really
side
good.
with Matoma
Yeah,
Stupian just
that's
sounds
crazy. They're very good, and they proved me wrong. I didn't think they were going to be able to keep up the number of goals they're scoring, but
But we'll see. Yeah.
hopefully they'll be able to continue to do it even against some like the top teams.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be
Deserbi
interesting to
hasn't-
see them
yeah.
play a top team because they've played arguably 2 worser teams.
the worser- yeah,
Wolves,
the less- yeah.
I got them ranked 17th on the season.
And that was another thing. I was surprised that the game ended like that because of the way Wolves played against United. So that also goes to show that I just think United are really that bad.
Yeah,
Like, at least
No,
right now.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Um,
but Deserbi hasn't playing
Yeah.
unreal. I think, Deserbi. I mean, he low-key might be manager of the year. We'll see at the end of the
Yeah,
year.
We'll
it's
see.
very early.
I think just
agree.
doing
But-
what he's doing with what he has.
Yeah. He makes the team so much better. And like we discussed, it's like, why is Welbeck starting? He must have a plan. He has a plan.
I'm
He
thinking
must
just
have a
trying to
plan,
get him
but-
going because if he can have 2 strikers that are going to be going, like, that's what you need in the long
Well, I
run.
think they have Joao Pedro
I think-
and Evan
Yeah.
Ferguson.
Yeah, I think João Pedro provides like a lot. I don't
He's
know.
very
They
good.
just bought
He
him.
might-
I feel like
I think he might be too direct.
he
for
did have
what
a
he wants to play.
shocking miss the first week.
Yeah.
He
I do
redeemed
think
himself,
also
but-
Welbeck's just a little bit more composed. He has a lot more Prem experience.
Yeah,
I think so. It
I
kind of
think
helps
that's
them
it.
in some games because the
They
other
want to
two.
play through him, not have him necessarily. be the end
Exactly.
product.
Because João Pedro's kind of all over the place, but he's
Yeah.
very good.
No, definitely, and we'll be talking about Man United a bit more. Spoiler.
Yep.
But my best player of the week, I had Phil Foden in there. Just played
Absolutely,
amazing.
yeah.
I guess we haven't really covered that City Newcastle game, but
Yeah.
City just looked incredible. Newcastle didn't look dangerous at all.
Yeah.
At all throughout really the whole game, to be
No,
honest.
not
Didn't
really.
trouble Ederson at all. Isak got pocketed. I think all of them did. Tonali played terribly.
Yeah.
Foden just played amazing. I think Who said it? Roger saying he's probably the best player on the turn.
Yeah.
On their team, probably on the Prem.
He might be the best player in the half turn in the Prem. He's
I think him or Salah just incredible.
Foden, just like the spaces that he picks up, or like it provides something so much different than what like Kevin did. Like Kevin will beat you just with passes. Like Foden beats you on the dribble, and like it's just so hard to stop. His balance is so good, but also like we say like Newcastle didn't create much. Just City are just like
too good.
They're that midfield like. They just dominate you. Like Rodri in there, not only on the ball but winning tackles. They don't give up many goals. It's a tough matchup for any team.
And I think that Newcastle team is built to possess the ball.
Exactly.
And the problem is if they're not possessing it, they're not really a counter. Like they have some pace, but like Guimaraes, Tonali, like they want to be on the ball.
Yeah.
So when you're playing a team like City and they take it away from you, it's going to get very difficult.
And like when they don't score first, Newcastle, they struggle a little bit because they're also okay sitting back and so absorbing all that pressure. But if you get scored on first, like you have to break. And then when you break out against City, it's like the worst thing you can do.
Well, you got Ruben Diaz, probably the best center back in the Prem.
Yeah.
Just chilling right there.
Yeah.
Kai, you have
I have Foden as well. I thought he was awesome. And I'm hoping that this continues. It's not just like a one-off game. What
I'd like to see though is that connection Foden Holland. It seemed like it was a tad off.
Yeah.
Holland could have given Foden like 4 assists.
It's weird. Holland, I feel like he wasn't very sharp, but I feel like it's so hard to get sharp when you touch the ball 10 times in the first half. And I think that's where their honestly, the biggest miss of De Bruyne is what he provides to Holland specifically. So.
Let's see. Once they bring in Doku on the right, I think
it's going to free up a lot of space.
Yeah, and a lot more crosses into the box.
I agree.
Clay, who do you got as your player of the week?
I have Matoma. I thought he was incredible.
Yeah,
one goal, one assist. Yeah, unreal. He takes everybody on, dribbling, top class. Yeah, I thought he was my player of the week.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see him keep on getting better and better. I mean, I'm just excited to see him go up against a Kyle Walker or a Ben White or anything like that. I'd say Trent, but Trent sucks at the time. So.
I thought Matoma was really good.
Yeah, no, Aria will also be, I think, a good matchup there. Or not Aria, sorry, Trippier.
Trippier, Trippier is one of the better right backs in the Premier League.
Awesome, but moving on to worst performances. Kai, you want to start off? I feel like you already covered it.
Yeah, I got United again, second week running here. I just feel like, again, going up against a Spurs team, brand new coach, lost their best player. Arguably their second. I mean, Bentancur was arguably one of their better players as well. Obviously, isn't playing because of injury. I just think that you just can't lose that game. And then to do it like that, to look just as poor as you looked against Wolves, against Spurs, even worse. And that midfield is just not working.
And they just had nothing going forward. Like they were really. I mean, they had a couple, but mostly off headers.
Yeah.
Right, off Casemiro.
And those are just off set pieces.
Right?
I just think that that midfield is not working. Casemiro, Mount, and Fernandes just doesn't work. Casemiro is not the same where he can't cover all that ground, and Mount is not really a midfielder. I don't think.
I'd be interested. I'd like to see Ten Hag try and play Van de Beek a little bit. I think he could put a little bit more of a midfield presence than those two, because Fernandes and Mount are essentially playing as wingers.
Yeah,
they really are, and Casemiro cannot hold down.
I just think they need another player that can somewhat sit with Casemiro, so they can let Fernandes do whatever, because he's one of the most creative players in the Prem.
Yeah. You don't need Mount and Fernandes.
He's just being wasted right now. I feel the same with Rashford. I don't think Ten Hag has them set up very well, to be honest.
No,
I don't, and I don't think he's really gotten the best out of his players. Like Anthony looks pretty bad again.
He might just be bad.
Rashford up top is useless. It's just a waste of arguably your best player, and I just think you should be building around your best players right now when this team is like this. You can't be you shouldn't be moving him just so Garnacho can play. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, Garnacho's not.
I think
he's a good player, but he's not looked very good in a full game right now.
I just think
I feel like he's more of an impact bench player.
Yeah, and I get it. You can't build around one player, but when the rest of your team is struggling and he's the one that can bail you out, I think you need to put him in positions where he can succeed.
And you need to figure out a way to utilize Rashford.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I mean.
He needs to.
Yeah, he should be on the left. That's where he plays.
That's where he plays, and that's where he's electric.
Yeah, I just think, and Anthony at some point, I don't know what he loves about Anthony so much, but I don't think he's a very good player. I just don't think he's good.
Rashford have a streak last season of 10 goals.
When he came back from the World Cup, he was one of the best players in the Prem. Yeah.
And he was on the left.
Exactly.
Well,
I think Ten Hag's gonna eventually, when Højlund comes back, we'll do the Rashford, Højlund, Sancho. Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
I think he'll be good, and I think United's honestly gonna bounce back, and I think they'll be good.
I think the biggest thing is that it's gonna allow Rashford to be Rashford, and I think he's gonna be a good player. I think he'll score some goals. He'll definitely score more goals than what they're doing now. But I just think the main thing is it's gonna free up one of your best players to play where he should be playing.
And Martinez had a shocker this week. We all have kind of different, I feel like, different opinions on him. But I still think he'll come back. I mean, he's a top center back in the world. He is. He's very good.
I don't.
Okay. I think I might not even put him top 10.
I'd say he's just on the edge of top 10 center backs in the world.
I barely have. I have him like maybe even top 15 for me, like lower.
I mean, that's fair. I'd have him like 10 or 11 for me. So I guess
I think he gets a lot of like attention shout because he's so short,
so small.
Literally. Like I think if he was taller. Again, he'd probably be a better center back, but I don't think he'd get as much praise for what he's doing.
What do you think is his best attribute?
I would say on the ball.
Yeah.
But
the problem is that Man U team isn't built
exactly
to play on the ball.
And like physically, yes, he's pretty good for his size.
2 foot.
Well, exactly, and at some point, like 2-footing people is almost like a negative thing. If you're playing against a team that's dangerous on set pieces, like that's just not that's not gonna help your team.
And the way they're giving out yellows.
Now,
candy now is
well, in that first game, they said he took him off because of injury, but he had a yellow card in the first 25 minutes.
He's very reckless with his tackling.
Yeah, he took him off at half. Yeah, that was definitely on a yellow for sure.
So,
I got team. Honestly, I'm going to stick to United as well.
Yeah,
Clay. I was going to say Chelsea, but I know Clay's probably going to pick Chelsea, so let's go to that.
Yeah, I think Chelsea wasn't very good.
Terrible.
Yeah, they were just not good. I thought, Chukwuemeka was pretty good. Sterling was pretty good.
I thought Sterling was one of the for Chelsea and
Sterling. Sterling was very dangerous. But the rest of the team just didn't really show up. I mean, Enzo was all right, missed a pen, but I mean, I don't know. They just didn't. It doesn't seem like they played that well. West Ham kind of hit them on the counter. But yeah, Chelsea's my disappointment of the week.
Yeah, I don't think they were great. I think like 3-1 may be a little bit unfair to them, to be honest.
You think it should have been 2-1?
I just think like that scoreline in general, it makes it seem like they were just the worst. Like I didn't think they were actually that bad, but I do think, like you said, they didn't play very well. I think they're a new team and I think they're still trying to figure things out. But
agreed.
I don't really get what they're doing in that midfield, to be honest. Like I feel
to be fair, I don't think that midfield is going to be like that in a week.
But even with the players they signed, I feel like you almost have 3 of the exact same player.
My opinion is they should be playing a 4-back. Once you have your players come back, the problem with that is what do you do with Thiago Silva? Because I don't know if you can sustain playing a 4-back in a Prem right now.
Definitely should play in the 4-back, especially with Reece James out. Yeah. Because he was arguably your best player. And
I think
just
Gusto's
needs a license.
More suited to play as a standard right back.
I think.
And then if you have Gusto hold in a little bit, then it'll allow you to.
They need to figure out those winger performances though. Like Sterling was great this game.
That's gonna be their biggest issue.
Because I thought Jackson again was very good. I think he's been very good both games.
If Sterling can be consistent, he'll bring a lot to this team.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, what I could see happening, and I know Nkuku usually plays the 10. Yeah. But I could see an example where Nkuku's playing off the left, and you have Chilwell bombing and Nkuku tucking in, and then you have Enzo playing more of the 8/10 with Nkuku in there, and then Lavia and Caicedo both playing kind of the 6.
Also, another thing with playing the 5-back is when you have players like Sterling and Mudryk who are
it makes them worse.
They just in their way. Those are players that take people on and are like very direct.
I agree.
So if you have people around them, like Chilwell pushing up and playing left wing, and you bring in Mudryk inside, that's not not his strength.
That's what I'm saying. If you bring in Nkuku onto that left side, that'll allow you to play Nkuku, Lavia, Caicedo, Jackson, and Enzo all at the same time.
I agree.
Which are your best players. So I think they have to figure out a way to make that.
Yeah,
I think Poch will figure it out. I think they just need some more time to play together.
Poch has always loved the 5-back though.
He has,
so
but
we'll see.
Then who do you pick for your 2 center backs?
I would play Colwill on the left, probably Thiago Silva as right center back.
I agree with that.
And then if you're playing both Lavia and Caicedo, you have to have one of them stay pretty much the whole time, just to kind of how Akanji played that hybrid role this past weekend.
Yeah,
if you have one of them doing that, dropping in to defend a little bit into center back, and then playing in midfield.
I think
can
they'll
see
be
that
fine.
work.
I think
they'll be
that
fine.
should be Caicedo probably. Lavia's
probably.
pretty good defensively, but he's definitely better going.
I mean,
forward.
Caicedo
Yeah,
played
for
a
sure.
right back so much for Brighton. He can
Yeah,
easily
so
slot
he can
into
just
that.
slot
Yeah, he's a way
yeah.
better defensively.
We might
than
even see
Lavia.
him play right back until Reece comes back.
Yeah, I really like Lavia. I think that's underrated signing. I think
He's
be
good. Yeah, I think. I mean, obviously, what was it? 55 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
So
Southampton.
I mean, that's a
yeah.
pretty good signing. Wish Liverpool had gone him, but
Yeah. No,
here we go again.
I think.
Instead,
I
we got Endo though. So
Yeah, I think they'll figure it out. I think Chelsea will figure it out, but you're right. I mean, they didn't look very good this week.
Yeah.
All right, worst player performance. We've kind of covered it again, but I'm going Anthony. I think we have to emphasize how
You could
bad
put him every week.
he has been.
He is like
He might
yeah.
be. I dare say, I think he's a worse flop than Sancho. The only difference is you paid almost double for Sancho. No, not even.
No, only like
30
20 million
20,
more,
30
right?
More.
Yeah.
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 He just looks bad when he's on the ball, and he has. It seems like he just has no idea what to really do. He's just lost.
I don't know what he's doing out there. It's like does he not realize
but,
like what?
But he can spin around like crazy.
It just like the one thing I would say is that he probably creates and does done a little bit more than Sancho, but as an overall
more direct,
player, I think the Sancho is better. Like
yeah,
and, like, I was
Sancho's
even
just gotta get out of his head. His own head.
I just don't. I don't think Anthony is a good player. I don't think
I
he
don't think
brings.
he's a good player either.
He's constantly complaining.
How many goals has he scored?
Probably
Two?
less than
Two last
10.
year?
Less than
I
10
think-
total for.
No, sorry, 2 since I think it's October of last year.
Yeah.
Some
sounds
stat
about
Since
right.
October,
He
yeah.
unfortunately scored against Arsenal.
See, like you
But,
can't.
yeah,
You
it's
can't.
And he
start
plays
on
like
United and
every
play 2
single
goals.
minute.
Yeah, he plays at least 60 to 70
Yeah,
minutes a game.
I don't see it. I get that sometimes he can be dangerous, but it's not like you have Salah on that side. It's like
Palestri came in and then just a few minutes.
Way more
he was
direct,
in,
Honestly,
it
looks
was
better.
like-
Yeah.
yeah.
Kai, who do you have?
I had Rashford again. Like I just again, I do think part of it is on Ten Hag.
Really suck. Huh?
I mean, I think part of it's on Ten Hag to not putting him in the right position, but at the same time, like you're still you're
just looks
you're
out of
on a
place.
pitch, like you're playing, like you need to provide more for your team. And in the couple moments he did have chances, I didn't think he was as clinical as he usually is.
Agreed.
And it just seemed like he seems upset about something, whether it's he's not playing
I
the
think
position,
so.
the team
Or
looked
just
really
the team
bad.
sucks, yeah.
But you still need more out of your arguably your second or first best player. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Who do you have?
I have Caicedo, but like I feel like
That's harsh.
With,
Come on.
with only 25 minutes
Yeah.
played,
Concede a pen.
conceded a pen. I mean,
What a debut.
gave 2 balls away.
Almost as good as Ward Prowse's debut.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm giving it to Ream / Issa Diop. I mean,
Yeah, they were very.
Ream got sent off.
Fulham looked terrible.
Diop passed it right into Wissa.
Yeah.
They're not looking like they were last year. I mean,
No.
Ream was very good last year. I
Yeah.
mean,
To be fair,
dominant.
he is coming off of not playing for like.
I mean,
4
yeah,
or
he
5
broke.
months.
Yeah, he broke his arm. You
So-
saw the dip in form. But
He's
yeah,
also
I mean,
pretty
he hasn't played for a little while. That's fair. But
Yeah.
we'll see with Fulham. They're looking a little shaky at the beginning of the season. But yeah, I didn't think either of them were very good. They're kind of my flops of the week.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't good. If you lose by that margin,
3-0
you're-
is
so,
Brentford,
yeah,
too.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, who we all have doing worse than Fulham. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty high on Brentford actually.
Yeah,
I have
you-
them pretty
you
high
kinda were.
because I think they're not going to
we'll
change
see.
much.
We'll see how these rankings end up. 'cause
Honestly,
this
I wanna
could
go
be very
back-
Ugly for me.
I want to go back to the Caicedo thing though. I think his performance was not good. I'm honestly a little bit skeptical of Caicedo, to be completely honest. I don't think by any means he's going to be bad, but he's only played 1 season in the Prem.
Yeah.
I understand
season,
good season, but half of it was at right back.
Yeah.
And now you're expecting him to sit at the 6 for a top 6 team in the Prem. He's probably going to be
I
on.
mean, didn't they finish 6th in the Prem last year?
Yeah, but like it's Chelsea. I don't know. Like
No, I get it.
I'm a little skeptical. I don't think he's gonna like flop per se, but that price tag
It's just a
is way
lot
too
to pay
much.
for somebody who
I
has
mean-
one proven
Yeah.
season. I haven't
And
really
it-
seen somebody.
And it's
get-
not like he's not a dominant. Like he's not a dominant
He's
midfielder.
not gonna change
No,
the
when you think
game.
about a mid, like that's Caicedo's not the person you think of. It's not like you're buying Rodri or even like Casemiro in his prime or like Bellingham. Like he's not that kind of player. So I'm interested to see how he fits in. But
All right. I mean, I think he'll be good. Wish Liverpool had gone him, but
yeah, I mean
it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jump into team of the week. So last week we had Clay pick 7 out of 11. pretty solid.
Pretty good.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Pretty
It'll
decent.
not look very solid once I go 11 for 11. So for me, I'll just jump right into it. Goalkeeper Areola saved the pen when it was 1-1. Came out, beat Chelsea 3-1. Come on. Man of the match too. Come on.
I think you got to give it to Vicario.
I agree.
No.
I second that. I second
it's,
it.
it's
Man
much
of the match
better.
in his game.
8 saves. I
That's
mean,
cap.
2 unreal acrobatic
Yeah,
saves.
those
I
kept
thought he
it like again. They didn't keep
kept
him in the game, but they like that could have shifted the tie a lot.
Yeah.
I think he was
Oh,
unreal.
Pen 1-1. If Chelsea score that pen, I think it's a very very different game.
I agree, but I just think overall, I think Vicario did more for his team, and then it's a bigger game, just a bigger game.
And it's like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I guess it's a London derby for West Ham,
Yeah, and they beat
but
Chelsea.
it's United Tottenham, like that's like,
Okay,
Yeah.
and he's like, I don't know, I think
I mean,
it's a bigger game.
Yeah, it's his second game.
Exactly,
Prem.
yeah,
Like I said, I thought he wasn't very good in the Brentford
Yeah,
game
but you
last
just
week.
hate everyone on Spurs.
Yeah,
No,
true.
I've already.
Oh,
praised
you're
them
right.
this
Son is
episode.
your favorite player, huh?
I mean, okay, he's still a good player. I dislike him a lot, but I've praised Spurs this episode. So
You have.
Fair play. All right,
With
so
that jersey on too, that's
overall,
crazy.
Let's go,
Crazy.
baby.
Yeah.
What a great start. 0%. Center backs. If you guys, I'm just gonna go and say it. I got Saliba. Both of you don't say anything. That's good enough. All right, thank you. And then I have Diaz. What do you guys think of Diaz? Come on.
Well, Saliba 100% should be in that
Okay.
team.
Yeah, I kind of want to talk about his performance a little bit. I think it was honestly world class.
I do too.
Okay. I mean, yes.
Yeah, okay.
no, he was
great.
The bad touch
great.
on the IU,
Yeah,
let him
that
get
was
away.
He also-
But unreal tackle. I mean,
He also
playing
just
down
doesn't
the
lose the
10
ball.
Yeah,
he
but
has the
very
highest
good.
passing percentage in the Prem
No,
this
he's
season
very
so
so
far.
good on the ball. I mean, he won everything in the air in the last like 25 minutes.
He reminds me of Van Dijk a little bit.
Yeah.
Like when Van Dijk was
Yeah.
in his prime. The way, just like his
Understandable.
composure. I don't know.
Okay, as good as Van Dijk.
I don't know.
Come on.
I'm
He's
not
even
saying
the
as
best
good as
center
Van
back
Dijk in his
the
prime.
world.
I think
Van Dijk plays second in Ballon d'Or rankings in his prime.
that was ridiculous. But
Well, no,
but
okay.
I don't think he's Van Dijk in his prime. Again, he's still young, but I do think the way he carries himself, he's
Yeah,
very
plays
strong,
similar.
very strong in the tackle,
Big boy.
big in the air.
quick.
Like he's
on
just
the
very
ball.
dominant in the box. But and I
Yeah.
also think he plays similar. Like he's not lunging into tackles. Like Diaz goes to ground all the time.
Yeah, he loves a
like
good
yeah,
tackle, yeah.
like he's not like that. And I think. I think he's been very good, and I think he's going to keep getting better. I mean, he's only at 23 as a center back. Like,
Yeah, he's
you should be hitting your prime at like 27.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, but yeah.
we'll
that's
see.
fair.
Long way to go,
All right,
but
so Saliba check. Let's go, baby. 1 out of 2. What about Diaz? You guys good with that?
I think you picked the wrong City
Yeah,
center
I
back.
think I think Akanji was better.
Akanji was not playing center back though.
But he
No,
still came back
And even
defended.
defensively,
Yeah, but he
he
wasn't-
still had better stats and better involvements
well, yeah, 'cause
than
he's
Diaz.
in the midfield naturally.
But defensively, when they're playing not on the ball, he's still a center. I think he's listed there as a center back. I think we have to put him there as a center back. I will give you the
I'm
argument
calling
that he
a
didn't.
technicality here.
he
and
didn't-
I'm saying that he didn't play center back. So we're going Diaz.
I would
Come on.
I would argue that Pinnock
No.
from Brentford was even better.
Yeah,
than
but look
Diaz.
who City played. They played Newcastle, who's going to be a top 4 team.
That's fair.
I
but
mean, I'm always okay putting Diaz there because he's
he's
pretty
the
much
best center back
always
in the
good.
Prem.
But I do think if you're looking at center backs in that game at least, I think Akanji was better.
Yeah, but he didn't play center back. Okay,
But
whatever.
we-
we
say-
giving that to me?
I don't think
Come
so.
on.
I don't think
We'll,
so.
like, move him.
I think you'll do well the rest of the time. But
Oh, okay.
I don't know about that one.
So he's not giving it to him, okay.
Left back, first person making a double appearance here. I got a Stupignon. He's probably going to be there every single
We should just permanently etch him in.
Yeah.
he's
permanently
just
etch him into
he's.
our little graphic.
I mean, he's the best left back in the Prem,
Yeah,
and
literally.
he's just great going forward. He's great going back. He just I don't know. He
I
goes
mean,
about his business.
goal and assist
Yeah,
Yeah,
incredible.
from
Yeah.
left back.
yeah, and I mean, I could see
No, he's
him,
very good.
I could see him easily grabbing like 7+ goals.
Yeah, no, he's
Easily.
he's always on that edge of the box. He loves.
But then he's
those
also always
balls.
back defending. Like
Especially- and also since if you're playing Milner right back,
yeah,
he's not really going.
he can
so
sit.
he can just go. as much as he
Milner
wants.
can't go anymore.
Yeah, that's
And that's another
many tests
unreal
at Liverpool.
buy by Brighton. It's like 10 to 15 million for him.
yeah, and then they're gonna sell him for
100 million. Yeah,
It's just I don't know their scouting department. Is
Brighton right
unreal.
now
they
have-
just find whoever.
Brian right now have what? Probably 2 or 3 players that could go for 70 million plus.
oh yeah.
I'd
I
say
think in
even more.
CISO, if they were to sell him, I think someone would have snagged him easily for 70 mil.
Yeah, I think Matoma's over that
I think
value
Mitoma
for sure.
will probably go over that value, and then Estupinian, honestly.
And then their
is over
striker
that
as well.
value. Yeah, and
Ferguson.
then,
Ferguson.
and João
Ferguson's-
Pedro even.
I mean,
Honestly,
Ferguson's
they're both,
18.
Yeah, they're
Ferguson-
both under 21.
Yeah.
Some teams have Ferguson valued at like 90 million, apparently.
Yeah.
I would like, that's the one thing I don't love that De Zerbi's doing, and it seems like honestly something that Pep would probably do too. Like, he should be playing. He should be playing right now. It's not like Welbeck's giving you a ton.
I agree.
Like, you want to get him game time because
Doesn't
he can
matter
become.
If he's 18. I mean, Enciso's 19, and you haven't played.
He
him
should be.
essentially every
He should
minute.
be playing. I think to get him that game time and get him that
agree.
experience. Every time he plays, he scores. So,
Yeah. No, that's completely fair. I agree with that.
but yeah, Estupinian 100%.
Yeah.
All right. In my midfield, first one, I'm playing a 4-4-2.
Wait, what about your right back?
4-3-3.
Did you put your right back
Oh,
already?
sorry. Right back, I got Aurier.
Okay.
2 assists and a 2-1 win for Nottingham. Big win for Nottingham too.
Yeah.
It's kind of obviously bottom of the table match, but those could come
Not
in
for me.
really.
Yeah.
They're escaping that relegation
Yeah,
zone.
huge-
Tottenham.
huge 3
Or,
points, though.
Nottingham.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, but last year they
No,
were,
100%. It's
So I think that's a huge 3 points that could come back in that last minute goal for Nottingham could haunt Sheffield very highly.
yeah, just like it could have. Same if Nottingham
Same,
go
yeah.
up, go
Either way,
lose that
you're
game.
right.
It's a
every
big
point matters at that.
yeah,
at this level.
especially
So,
in the beginning of the season. It's good to get
and give Aurier his props. He might not be the best right back, honestly, at this point in his career, but great game. He's just very inconsistent in my opinion.
yeah, he's either really good or really bad. Same problem. He had the same problem at Tottenham. I think that he
good going forward.
Yeah,
Sometimes
Yeah,
suspect
even at
going back.
PSG, same
that's
thing.
he was
Yeah.
one of those players that you need to have in a 5-back.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah,
can't play
literally.
necessarily in a 4-back.
Well, I mean, for Nottingham, he was literally playing right wing.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
But, two great.
Yeah, no, he
little
played.
whippies in
He
there.
played awesome. Yeah,
I think fair
All right,
shout.
so we'll go that. I'm currently 3 for 5. Well,
Yep.
2.5 for 5. So
no,
we'll
3
give
for
these a
5.
half.
3.5 for 5 then, right?
You're right.
Yeah, 3.5 for
Yeah,
5.
3.5.
I would say
Okay.
3 out of 5.
3.
No, 3.5.
Clay's not giving it to
3
you.
out of 5.
Clay's not
3.5.
giving it to you. Okay.
All right. So midfield, I'm playing a 4-3-3. I've got Bissouma. Just played amazing. I think we already pretty much covered him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
You agree with
unreal.
that?
Didn't lose the ball really.
Yeah, 88%
Uh,
pass accuracy, most tackles won, most duels won.
Good defensively too. Both sides of the ball dominated that Man United.
Shout out to Sarr too with the
midfield.
goal, but I think Bissouma's what made them take.
And I think
I agree,
going
yeah.
forward, breaking lines on the dribble, he was great.
Yeah, no, he's great.
Just-
All right, so you guys agree with that one?
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right, next up, I got Ward-Prowse. 2 assists on his debut, 3-1 dub over Chelsea.
Well, London rivals, yeah.
Yeah, London rivals, yeah. But I thought he played good. I mean, obviously he didn't really need to be on the ball, to be honest. Chelsea were just playing
I also
terrible,
think they didn't really have the
terrible
ball
footy.
either.
Yeah.
To be
I mean,
fair,
and
but
it worked, but I mean, incredible whippy.
yeah, I mean he has probably the best dead ball service in the
Premier.
second. De Bruyne is the best.
Yeah, him on free kicks
Free
though.
kicks.
Yeah, no,
Insane.
actually you could argue
Insane.
dead ball. He
might
might be better.
He might be the
Yeah.
best free
He-
kick taker in the
That
Prem.
was-
in the Prem.
Or-
Yeah.
The corners he was whipping in were actually
He's
Yeah.
a set piece specialist.
Yeah, no,
honestly.
you could. He probably has a better service, or at least
All
on
right,
the
do you
dead
guys
ball.
agree with that? Or
Honestly-
so, I would say
Yeah.
honestly, Rice was very good in the Arsenal game. I would almost put him in there. Rice, I mean, he missed one pass all game basically. He was held on the ball. I mean, they were kind of once Tomiyasu got sent off, they kind of. I mean, they had to defend. He defended very well. Won balls, kept the ball. I thought he was incredible.
I'm
all
gonna.
right, I'll substitute Rice if you let me keep this. Thoughts?
I'll allow it, I
Wait.
guess.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be. I'm gonna be in the
class.
middle
Oh,
here.
wow.
I have a hard time putting Ward-Prowse in there because he didn't.
Besides
those
he
2 assists that
didn't
came off dead balls though.
Yeah, but still.
He didn't he. I think he had 25 passes.
But that was kind of my argument for Madison last time.
That's fair. No,
Yeah,
that's fair.
yeah, so it's
But I
like-
also the same thing
Yeah.
with I thought Rice was very very good. But again,
no, I'll give
he had
Rice
2 assists.
his credit, but I mean,
I'd be okay keeping either one. I
right,
do think
all right.
Rice was very very good though.
okay. Well, we'll come back to that one. We'll leave him in for now. Playing the 10, I have Foden. I mean,
Yeah.
my player performance of the week. So no.
Should be Foden.
Yeah,
Foden's in there.
No
We kinda already
arguments
went
there.
over
Foden,
his-
unreal.
Nice, finally.
Yeah, should add an assist there.
I
but
think
Haaland-
you guys
Scuffed
are gonna
it.
agree with
Yeah.
all 3 of these. We'll see. I got Mitoma on the left.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plays player of the week, so you better say yes to
Yeah,
that.
no, that's
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, no, of course.
Goal assist
Mitoma.
looked incredible.
Yeah.
On the right, I got someone who I did not expect to land in here this quickly, but Leon Bailey.
Yeah.
Incredible game, 2 goals and won a pen for Villa as well. So
Yeah.
I thought he played really well. Kind of looked like Bailey from Leverkusen. Looked
Yeah.
electric.
It was a goal and assist, right? Goal and
Yeah.
assist, I think.
Goal and
Yeah, sorry.
Goal and assist. Yeah. To involve in 2 goals. Yeah,
penalty
involve
kick,
in 2 goals. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, he was good last year. He had spells when he was very
Yeah.
good. But he
he
was a little
just
bit
looked-
inconsistent. He's
I
a little
mean,
inconsistent.
Big
He-
4-win comeback 4-0 comeback win for Villa here.
Yeah,
After
losing
getting
5-1.
thrashed.
Yeah.
It was a weird. It's almost like that first game doesn't even matter. Like that was a
No,
weird
genuinely.
first
Just a
game
fluke,
to have.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Villa, we think are going to be very good this season. I think they are going to be. That's why I think it was. I think it was a big 4-0 win, like you said, because that first game, like they probably shouldn't have
This
lost
could've
that.
gone
I don't
very
know.
bad.
That got out of hand for them in the first game, and I think that coming back have this. I think he's like kind of similar to Ore. Like I definitely think he's a better player, but I think very inconsistent. Like he's either really really good and dominates the whole game, or he's
Yeah.
pretty bad and probably would get
Also,
subbed off
shout
for
out
like
to
60
Everton.
minutes.
They just suck.
Yeah, they're gonna struggle this year.
Yeah, but he's a baller.
Do you
He's
guys
a
Yeah.
baller.
agree, do you guys
No,
agree with that?
100%. On
especially-
his
yeah.
day, he was amazing, and this was his day this weekend.
Yeah.
So
I love watching him. I mean, just skill moves is unreal.
yeah,
I mean,
very direct winger.
But yeah, he can be very inconsistent.
Yeah.
But
All right,
we agree on that.
Then
yeah.
up top to finish it off, I hope I am not butchering this name. Mbuemo.
Yeah, Mbeumo.
Yeah.
Mbuemo played
very
incredible.
good.
I mean, a bit of a cheat here. He does play kind of on the left / up top. I feel like him and Wisa kind of
yeah.
shift around a lot.
Yeah.
But we're just classifying these as forwards anyway. So
Yeah.
and
I'll slide him in there.
filling
2 goals,
in for Tony's
three.
role,
Yeah, filling in for Tony. 2 goals, 3 goals in 2 games. I think Wisa might have been a shot as well, but one of those goals was
Gifted to him. Yeah.
Yeah. And he just looks very good. I mean, I think we kind of saw it a little bit at spells last year, but it seems like Brentford have figured out what they're going to do without Tony for 6 more months.
Yeah.
So hopefully they keep on playing well. I wasn't very high on them, but I think they might end up a bit better than expected.
Yeah, I have them actually pretty like high up in the table. I think I have them like 9th or something like that.
Yeah.
And I
10th
think
or
it's just
something,
because they don't like. I just don't.
13th. It's not crazy
No,
bad.
I
but-
just think that the way that they play, they've been playing like this under Thomas Frank for a while now. I don't think they're gonna stop playing like this. And at the end, like obviously you're losing 20 goals with Tony, but like you're gonna continue to create chances. And I think Mbeumo, like last year and the year before, he's been very, very good for them.
Yeah.
I just think he's been playing a little like second fiddle to Tony.
Yeah, I
but
think he scored almost 10 goals last year.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, he's on 3 in 2 games.
Well,
I think he'll bag at least 50.
I mean,
plus.
how many goals did Tony score off pens last year?
He's probably gonna take. He
almost
might
like
take all.
6,
Actually,
5, 6. And so if you give all those now to Mbeumo, who's clearly a good pen taker, I mean that boosts up 15 goals. Like that's not bad for someone who's supposed to replace.
Yeah, no, I
the
mean,
better
I
striker
could,
league.
I could see him scoring 15 plus.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, I think he's very, very good.
You guys agree with that one?
Yeah.
I do. I'm not low-key going to take it back to Bailey real quick. I do have one other shout. I thought Solly March was very good. On the
I agree.
right wing.
I agree. I mean, the only reason I didn't put Marsh on there myself was because I feel like both of those goals were just absolutely created by Enciso.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
anything, like,
That's true, but-
Obviously, good finishes, good space, looked very good on the ball.
Yeah.
Sully
looks very
Marsh is
good.
one of my favorite players in the
But
Prem.
4
He's
interceptions, 4 tackles. I mean, he
Yeah.
comes back. I thought he was very good,
I
but
agree.
yeah,
I
he's
just
super
thought-
underrated.
Reason
No,
I
he's
didn't
so
have him
good,
There was
so good.
because I just thought Mitoma and Enciso played better on that team. So if he wasn't his best,
Yeah.
in
No,
my
I agree.
opinion, I think
We're going to be
Mitoma,
seeing a lot of
Esteban, too.
a lot of Brighton
A lot of Brighton,
players.
too.
Yeah,
especially when they're
absolutely.
playing that bottom half too.
Oh yeah, because they're
We'll
just.
see how they do against top 5 teams.
It'll be interesting. I think it's going to be tough for them without a striker, like
Yeah.
a good.
Another fun fact.
yeah.
What was it last year? Newcastle only won once against top 5 teams the whole season.
They loved a
Yeah.
good tie.
They love
last year.
ties.
They
Yeah,
tied
they-
like, what,
that's
14,
what
15
I feel like.
games?
Right this year, they're playing a little bit more expansive, a little more progressive. Last year, they were okay just sitting back.
settling for ties,
I mean,
yeah.
they have like but Burns and like the rest of their back line, like it's
Which
a
is
huge
literally
back
4
line.
Yeah.
Like that's why I think it was so hard for Holland. Like he was just getting abused by 2 center backs.
Yeah,
They're taking
I agree.
turns. Like
Yeah.
he didn't play well, but I also think like that team is just built. They're built to sit in.
Yeah,
Like,
you have 3 players that are like
I think that might
6'2"
be
or above.
that might be
back line.
one of the hardest pairings for Holland to go up against.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think that's
That's
why.
why the way they play and sit.
I
too.
think Gabriel Saliba.
Gabriel's not even starting anymore.
I mean, he
No,
will
Gabriel's
be.
linked to Saudi now.
No, he's rejected.
So I think Gabriel Saliba as 2 individual players are tougher to go up against, but the way that those center backs connect with their midfield is going to be way easier for Holland to play than when you play with pretty much Joelinton, Tonali, and Bruno Guimaraes just sitting on top
On top
of
of
We'll
the
see.
center backs.
We'll
Botman
see, but
and Schar.
we'll see. I think
I'll bet you Holland's probably going to bag at least 2 or 3 against Arsenal this year.
I don't think
Throughout
so.
the 2 matches, easily. How many you scored last year? 2, right?
He scored 1.
1.
And the Community Shield, I mean, you saw what happened to him. I mean, he couldn't do anything.
I agree. The issue I do
City
see is
as a whole in the Community Shield looked
they
bad,
had
and
played like
still
2
should've won that
preseason
game.
games.
I mean,
I think he's going to have trouble against both of them. But I think in terms of like as a whole, I think he's going to struggle a little bit more against Newcastle. At least in terms of chance creation and how he plays. I don't know.
I'm expecting I think there's going to be a bounce back hat trick for Holland against Sheffield this upcoming week.
I wouldn't doubt it. Every time we say something bad about Holland,
he goes and bags
he'll-
more
and the
goals.
thing is, he'll probably touch
Touch
the
the
ball
ball
exactly as
like
many
3
times as
times.
Newcastle, but
Yeah.
he'll pop in and score 3 goals. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to
It's just kind of
bet
a coin
against him.
flip with
Yeah.
him. But yeah, I guess that pretty much covers. So I guess Areola, you guys X'd off.
Gone.
And who are we putting in there?
Vicario.
Vicario.
Yeah.
Then Saliba, that's good. Diaz we keeping.
I don't know. I think Akanji has
It's
to
gotta
go.
be 2-on-3 here. You guys both want Akanji.
I want Akanji.
Yeah.
Who didn't play center back?
He did play
That's
center back.
cap.
He did play
All right,
a little bit.
All right, fine. We'll put Akanji there. Stupian, Aria, those are locked in.
Yeah.
Basuma's locked in.
Yeah.
Ward-Prowse.
I'm okay keeping more Prowse.
2 against 3, 2 against 1.
I
Yeah, you
think
work.
that's a little sus.
What do you mean? 2 assists, bro.
I just don't. Besides that, he really didn't do.
I mean, it
too
doesn't
much.
matter.
I
They won
agree.
3-1.
I mean, I
2
honestly,
assists.
I'm
I
pretty.
think
I
Rice
can
had a
put
better
Rice or him.
performance.
I think Rice overall probably had a better performance. So I guess that probably would.
All right,
X
let's
him.
cap. All right, we'll take Ward-Prowse out of there, and then the front 3 I think are all good. Mitoma, Bailey, and Buemo. So that's
And then
what I
Foden
missed.
And
in there
Foden.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%, 100% Foden.
Yeah.
So I missed
3,
3.
7, 8
Take
out
that,
of 11.
Clay.
8 out of 11.
So 8 out of 11.
Yeah.
Let's go. Record. All right, next
Respect.
week we'll have Kaya going over his 11. Actually, Kaya, you're going to be gone, so we'll have Ryan.
No, I'll be here on Tuesday. I'll be here. I'll be
Oh,
here.
you'll be
Yeah, I'll
here.
be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have Kaya go over his starting 11. Get ready to get roasted. You can't put all City players, by the way. Just so you know.
I
No,
might.
he
I might.
can.
I
We
might
could-
actually
we could
put
just
Pep
roast
in there.
it.
I might actually put Pep in there too.
Oh, Pep up top?
No, in goal. Ederson in
goal?
midfield. Yeah.
Honestly, Ederson might be better in midfield than in goal.
No.
Um,
I'm going 11 for 11 next week.
all right, let's
No
see.
way.
I am.
No way.
I am.
All right, but as always, thanks for tuning in. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on podcast, please just if you could rate it and give us some reviews, that'd be great. Let us know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, so we can make it better. But we'll see you guys next week.
Awesome. See ya.